Hey guys, welcome back to the Friday Vlog, where we discuss activity that goes on here with the channel, current events, headlines that are in the news, and items of interest that come up during the week worth mentioning to you guys outside of the current content that we have here. If this is your first time to the channel, I'd like to welcome you here and encourage you guys to click on that watermark down there in that bottom right hand corner. Your support of the channel is always appreciated. Starting it off early this week on July the 1st on Sunday, it was Canada Day. So I want to wish all those Canadians that are subscribers and viewers a happy Canada Day. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And then here on Wednesday in the United States, we celebrated our Independence Day on July the 4th. We had great weather here in the state that I live in. Grilled out, watched the fireworks, everything went well, and I hope all my fellow Americans enjoyed their day as well. Speaking of the country, there was a bit of a controversy earlier during the week as we saw Walmart had a Impeach45 t-shirt for sale that kind of roused certain groups of individuals. But the thing is, the company that makes it, Old Glory, also had pro-Trump and anti-Obama products on there. Now, I think from a business perspective, it's not going to be too terribly bad because at least some of the responsible media explained what had actually gone on and that Old Glory was actually a third-party company and not directly Walmart in and of themselves, because you have to remember here that a grocery store or a retail store caters to everyone or has to cater to everyone. So we can't introduce hyper-partisanism and partisan politics into everything that we do, and we're becoming kind of overly hypersensitive to just about everything, and it really needs to slow down. But nonetheless, this probably is going to end up being more of a boon for Walmart and Old Glory than really anything truly negative, as people kind of temper down and realize what actually occurred. A very big worldwide story this week in northern Thailand, where a group of 9 and 11-year-old soccer players with their coach went into a cave in northern Thailand and was exploring inside of it, spelunking for all our cave enthusiasts. And essentially what happens is this is the monsoon season, or a monsoon happened and trapped the kids and the coach inside the cave. And the parents of one of them, or several of them, were concerned when they didn't return that evening, and so a search was conducted. And actually it ended up being one of the line divers, or one of the divers, I believe he was British, was setting up the lines for the SEAL Thailand divers, and discovered the kids there who had been there for 9 days trapped in this one little area. Absolutely amazing stories starting to unfold. They've been sending food and supplies and other things to the kids. Now, some of these children can't swim, so they're not able to put apparatuses on them or mask and snorkel and other items on them, because if they can't swim, they can easily panic. The visibility in the water is absolutely terrible. And so it's rather an extraordinary story. Of course, we're all hoping for the very best there in Thailand for the kids, and hopefully they can resolve it. They've got a lot of amazing people there trying to help them out. I'm going to leave a link down in the comment section or published section down below so you guys can read the full story if you guys are keeping up with it. And we'll come back and cover this story in another segment. Also this week, worth mentioning specifically to my fellow Georgians and those going to be visiting here in the Georgia area or Atlanta Metro, we now have passed the hands-free law here in the state. In other words, you need to be cognizant of your phone usage while you're driving in the state. So in other words, you can't have your phone out dialing, calling, talking. As a matter of fact, I even saw parts of sections or discussions people were having about even having, like, say, Spotify or iTunes or any of the other platforms, streaming services and stuff on your phone. I'm going to assume this is so that people won't be tempted to look at the phone or try to change the station or whatever while they're driving. I think it's a little looser when it comes to your GPS device, but in other words, it's basically kind of a distracted driving law. So we'll have to kind of see. They've said it's not, perfect because there's going to be instances probably where some individuals may need to use their phone for emergency reasons. Obviously, if you're calling in, need to call the police, maybe you're behind a suspicious vehicle or something like that, obviously you're going to need to be able to call. But obviously if you're hands-free or you have devices and other things to utilize hands-free capability like your Bluetooth or other features that phones have, then you should be perfectly fine. I think it's really going to be more like the police are probably going to stop those that are, clearly using their phones to text or whatever it is that they're doing that makes them an obvious target for distracted driving. So I will leave a link down below if you guys are interested in reading a little bit more about the law. So that is in effect. So if you guys are coming here to visit, be sure you're aware of that. All right, guys, so that's going to wrap it up for this Friday vlog. Thank you, as always, for your participation here on the channel. Your support, of course, and always is appreciated. If you haven't already, guys, go ahead and click on that watermark that is appearing here on the screen to subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys next Friday.